Oasis Audio presents the complete Edgar Rice Burroughs collection, fully authorized by Edgar Rice Burroughs Incorporated.
Tarzan, Return to Paludan by Will Murray, with bonus novella Tarzan and the Secret of Katanga by Gary A. Buckingham. Read for you by John Mclain. Chapter 1. Secret Mission. A slowly rotating ceiling fan stirred the superheated air in Flight Commander Colin Armstrong's Cairo office as he addressed the towering man standing before him. Those who had known John Clayton, Lord Greystoke, in the less civilized phases of his remarkable life would not recognize him as he stood now, stiffly at attention. His powerfully knit body was encased in a crisp military uniform, whose insignia proclaimed him to be a flying officer in the Royal Air Force of Great Britain. He looked every inch an English officer, and no less a gentleman. Chiseled features reflected a thoroughly civilized intelligence. Only a slight burning of the ancient battle scar on his high bronzed forehead, earned during his jungle youth, gave any hint of past savagery. There were other scars, of course, but the close-fitting khaki jacket concealed these from even the most observant eyes. Clayton had not gone by the name by which the uncivilized world knew him for many months now. He was entirely dedicated to defending the British Empire against the Axis forces which had engulfed the globe. Yet for all that, there was something in his clear gray eyes that bespoke of wilder days. A glint of something akin to tempered steel. A flash of fire, as elemental as a Neanderthal banging flint together to produce a warming spark. For beneath the impeccable uniform, with its pilot's wings stitched over the left breast, stood poised the individual who was once renowned as Tarzan of the Apes. As the flight commander continued to address him, the scar on Flying Officer Clayton's forehead reddened. "I will confess that I was skeptical as to your qualifications to undertake flight training," Armstrong was saying as the hot desert winds blew in through the open window. "But according to all reports, you have adapted admirably to military discipline, and as an aviator acquitted yourself with consummate skill, if not a rare ingenuity. You have shown yourself to be proficient in all tasks and maneuvers demanded of you, air-to-ground firing, shadow firing, etc." He glanced at the open folder on his desk. "Particularly are you ferocious in aerial acrobatics and dogfighting." He cleared his throat. "Given your rather, unorthodox background, I imagine these last qualifications should prove no surprise to anyone familiar with your history." The scar was now fully inflamed. The clear gray eyes remained resolute. Clayton replied stiffly. "I offered my services to the king in order to defend my African homeland, as well as England, the natal land of my parents. I am not questioning your patriotism, Flying Officer Clayton, but you must admit that it is rather unorthodox to insert a man with your, shall we say, unusual heritage into the RAF during wartime." "There are no civilians in a world war," returned the flying officer simply, his voice edged with the barest trace of steel, like a knife blade felt through its scabbard. Yes. Perhaps I failed to make myself clear. By all accounts, you are rather above the customary age for a combat fighter pilot. Only your reputation and hereditary title, Lord Greystoke, cut through the red tape that would normally have barred a man of your mature...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?